The date was January 26, 1945. World War II was grinding to its brutal climax. Lieutenant General George S.Patton, Jr., a man who understood the value of a fighting tool better than almost anyone, penned a letter to the Chief of Ordnance. His words were simple yet seismic. "In my opinion, the M1 rifle is the greatest battle implement ever devised." Patton's praise was not for the rifle's effective range. Both the Garand and the German Kar 98K could kill a man at over 400 meters. His praise was for the weapon's true revolutionary power. Its ability to deliver an overwhelming volume of accurate semi-automatic fire, fundamentally changing the psychological and tactical balance of infantry combat. The duel, Kar 98K versus M1 Garand. To understand the German encounter, we must first look at the German rifle, the Karabiner 98 Kurz, Kar 98K. It was a refined masterpiece of a bygone era. Chambered in the powerful 7.92 mm Mauser round, it was accurate, rugged, and reliable. But it was a bolt-action rifle. After every shot, the soldier had to manually cycle the bolt, ejecting the spent casing, cocking the firing pin, and loading a new round from the 5-round internal magazine. In a fight, a highly trained German rifleman could manage perhaps 15 aimed rounds per minute. Now, consider the American M1 Garand. This semi-automatic weapon was gas-operated. Recoil energy was harnessed to automatically eject the spent .30-06 casing and load the next round from its 8-round en bloc clip. The soldier's job was simply to aim and pull the trigger. The result? An American GI could fire 40 to 50 aimed rounds per minute, over 3 times the firepower of the German soldier. Normandy and the psychological blitz. German soldiers first encountered this overwhelming disparity in large numbers in 1943 during the Sicily and Italian campaigns. But the true shock arrived on the fields and in the dense hedgerows of Normandy in 1944. German military doctrine was built around the machine gun, MG 42/34. The rifleman's primary job was to protect the machine gun and mop up after its torrent of fire. This doctrine, proven in the vast open spaces of the Eastern Front, was based on the fact that individual riflemen on both sides were relatively slow firing. The Garand changed everything. A German squad would engage an American patrol. The German bolt-action rifles would fire, crack-thud, click-clack, crack-thud, click-clack. Then the American response, a continuous rapid series of shots. Crack, 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 ping! This sudden, relentless volume of fire psychologically outranged the German soldiers. They were not defeated by a longer shot, but by the fact that the man they were fighting could shoot back 3 times faster. An American soldier, missing his first shot, had 7 more instantly available to correct his aim, suppress the enemy, or hit a moving target. The German soldier, missing his single shot, was utterly vulnerable while struggling to cycle his bolt. Captured German documents and post-war testimonies reveal the impact. The ping myth. The famous ping of the empty en bloc clip ejecting was, in folklore, supposed to tell the German soldier when to rush. In the roar of battle, that distinct sound was often inaudible or irrelevant. When a German soldier did rush, he found the Americans' squad mates, all armed with Garands, ready to answer the charge with a volley of semi-automatic fire. Post-war, Field Marshal Albert Kesselring and General Hasso von Manteuffel, 2 of the Wehrmacht's most capable commanders, reluctantly admitted that the Americans' individual firepower was a massive tactical problem that tipped the scale in firefights. The industrial gap, where the battle was truly won. The Germans were not blind to the semi-automatic concept. They tried to field their own self-loading rifles, the Gewehr 41 and 43, G43. They even developed the revolutionary Sturmgewehr 44, St. G44, to compete. But here lay the ultimate unbridgeable gap: industrial might. M1 Garand production. The United States produced over 5.4 million M1 Garands during the war. Springfield Armory, the main producer, operated around the clock, with its workforce, 43% of whom were women by 1943, achieving peak production of nearly 4,000 rifles a day. German semi-automatic production. The Germans only managed to manufacture about 400,000 semi-automatic rifles and St. G44s combined. This vast disparity meant that nearly every American infantryman was armed with the M1 Garand, while most German soldiers were still armed with the bolt-action Kar 98K. The technological edge was not just about the rifle's design. It was about the ability to mass-produce that superior design and field it to every front-line soldier. The M1 Garand did not simply match the German rifle, it forced the German military to rapidly obsolete its own infantry weapon. The true story of the Garand is the story of American democracy's arsenal of democracy, using industrial might to provide its citizen soldiers with the tool Patton praised. A tool that rendered the enemy's own primary weapon effectively useless in a direct firefight, securing the essential firepower superiority that helped the Allies win the war.